What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the JK build, where today we're going to be throwing on inner fenders, outer fenders, and then I also have a hood louver from Rough Country. I have some quadrant lights, just some odd and end things to get this build ready for. We're going to do suspension, wheels, and tires after this, and then a graphics package, but that'll be on the next video. But for now, we're going to jump into this, get all this stuff knocked out, so we can move on to the next phase. So now it's a couple days later. I was able to finish mounting those. I haven't got the wires done on those quadrant lights. And then I was able to get the hood louver put on there, which this is a pretty timely, tedious process. It's not difficult. You just definitely want to take your time since you're drilling into your hood. But the outcome, it really changes the look of it. So I'm pleased with that. So our next step is we're going to be throwing some fenders on here. And the way those install are with these rib nuts. I got a rib nut tool, and then here's the actual fender. So I'm gonna set up, kind of show you guys how to do this, and then we'll time lapse it from there. But we'll come back whenever it's time to put the rib nuts in, and then I'll show you guys how they mount in there. First thing you're gonna want to do, grab one of your rib nuts. If you have a tool like this, you'll want to extend it out, and then you will screw these rib nuts on. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way. And then put it in there. Maybe. There we go. And then you'll just clamp on it. And then I'll bring it out a little bit. And then screw it in a little more. And that way we get a good bite. Because the last thing you want to do is put this on and then it starts spinning when you go to put the hardware in there. So you also don't want to go too far because then it might start pressing out, crack your paint. You don't want that. So I'm going to time lapse the rest of this, me going through, and then whenever it's time to actually mount the fenders, we'll throw them on there and put the hardware in and be good to go. Now we got all our rib nuts installed. It should look something like this. And then we'll just take our hardware and then just goes through those holes into each one. At first you want to just attach it so that you get all your hardware in there. So just loosely attach the fender. I always throw it up on this bracket and then install that one and then this far corner and then go through, because you might have to manipulate it a little bit to get it to fit right. And then once you have that done, then you can go around and tighten everything up. So we'll put it back on a time lapse and finish up this front fender. I was able to get this fender installed. So here's an overall look, I guess, at the front profile. If you look at kind of the stubby bumper, the way the lines are kind of goes up into the fender, so that runs nicely. And then it'll be virtually the same process for this backside. So I'm probably not going to time lapse that. I'll just throw it on there and then show you guys an overall look at the side profile. There it is. We got this rear fender banged out, and I have some inner fenders for both the rear and the front, but I'm going to wait until we get the suspension done. That way it's a little easier to get to. But overall, pretty big transformation. I love that hood louver. And yeah, we're going to end this video here, and the next one we should be able to wrap everything up, have a complete project. So we got suspension, wheels and tires, graphics, a little bit of touching up. Definitely clean this thing up. But that's it for this one. I appreciate everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.